Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And today I am a bit fed up with myself because I made this card with one of the messy backgrounds that I made, and I was filming it, but then when I went to switch off the video, it turns out that I'd already switched it off instead of switching it on when I started. So I don't have the footage. So I don't have another background exactly like that one. So what I'm going to do is just do the process again, but this time using this one. And this is one of the ones that I use for just picking up the spare ink as we went along. So if this is the first of you watching my channel, I have a video where I made a load of messy backgrounds, and I have some of them here. We use things you can find in your kitchen like wax paper, bubble wrap, press and seal, what else, tin foil we use for some of them. So yeah, and I had great fun doing that, and then I made a promise that I would make cards with all of them and I would film them and show you. Well, I did make a card with one and I did film it, but the film failed, so I'll just go through the process all over again, and let's hope I've got all the bits to do that with. Yeah, I do. Right, okay, so the previous background spoke to me of hills and sky, and I don't know, I just kind of, I saw some animal shapes in the blotches and kind of made me think of the deer, so I've got the Graceful Deer out. I'm just going to do the same. Obviously this won't look anything like the other one because it's different. So I've got a black card base, basic black. I've got my background that I did on white. I've cut in basic black one of these frames from here in the Grove dies. So we've got this frame die, which gives you this, it's like you're looking through. So we're going to try and do what I planned this time. And I'll just show you roughly the process that I did to do the other one. So I don't know whether actually we'll do the stamping first. So I stamped the Graceful Deer. I put colour on here first. I'm trying to think. Well, my brain just keeps doing different things. I'm going to stamp it first and then I'm going to blend some colour into here this time. That's not what I did the last time, but hey, you know. But I'm using this Graceful Deer, and now I'm using Memento ink because it's water based, and I'm going to do a bit of colouring with my alcohol markers, my blends. So that's why I'm using this. I'm just making sure there's loads because I'm looking for a black silhouette-y look in this card anyway. So I'm just going to pop this over the top, and I think this time I will bring in my brayer to get even pressure over it. This is a way of doing this if you have dexterity problems. Lifting this big block is not for everyone. I just want to make sure that I really have got good ink coverage all over. Now that just looks weird, but there's something, you know, there's something working there. For me anyway. So I'm going to pop this away to be cleaned. My brayer away just now. Now I'm going to say that did slip a little bit there, but that's okay. It's not going to spoil anything. But what I'm going to do is add a bit more colour in the sky. I had been thinking of like a summery sky with the purples and some kind of orangey look as well. So I don't know, I'm just going to bring it in. This is Peach Pie, and I'm just using one of our blending brushes. I'm not making Peach Deer, don't worry. but they will be blackened. Just to make a very different sky. This is Berry Burst there on the first one. The inky background I think was Petunia Pop, but you'll see the Berry Burst and there's a bit stronger. I might be wrong, but I'm sure that's what it is. So I'm gonna go. So you can make this peach pie really quite bright. So it's like a summer sky with goodness knows what else is going on in there. Now, I did use Old Olive in my first one, but I really think that it needs a darker green there. So I'm really going to go, and I'm going to go for, I was thinking Shaded Spruce, but no, I'm going to go for Mossy Meadow. So I am going to do a messy background class on Zoom, so you can join it from anywhere in the world. It's going to be on Sunday the 30th of June this year at 8 p.m. That's UK time, so you'll need to get a converter and work out what time that is where you live. All are welcome. You just need some ink pads. They don't have to be Stampin' Up ink pads. This is one you can do with whatever you've got in your craft room and bits and pieces from your kitchen. So you'll need maybe some cling film, tin foil, wax paper, press and seal. What else did I use? Can't remember, but you will get a list. If you sign up for the class, you will be given a list of what I use so that you can bring in what you have of this. So this is going to be a much darker version of the first card I did, but I'm okay with that. I like what I've done there. So now I need my black, and I've got some pecan pie here as well. So the dark pecan pie I used on the trees, just the trunks. These probably have been modelled from silver birch trees, I think, by the look of them, by the look of the bark, but this is just total imagination, you know, it's just a card, it's not real, it's just for fun. And I can't tell you how relaxing this is to do. That's the trees. I did them upside down for some reason, but they're done. So that's the wood in the background, and now I'm just going to go straight with dark basic black and basically silhouette the deer, but you will still see some of the texture of the previous stamping shining through. Once it dries, the alcohol evaporates and the colour dies back a little. I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can. Obviously, I would suggest that you take your time. So if you do want further details about joining a messy background class, do get in touch, janice.mcglenn@gmail.com or janice@JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I could set up that email and keep forgetting to tell people it. Go quiet because I'm colouring. And I'm just trying to go as quickly as I can, but this stag's antlers are fairly magnificent. This is just another of my relaxing ways, building a scene with what I've got. And the background, the messy backgrounds are just lend it, I don't know, just give a different look than just on a plain white bit of card. Oops. So I did make a promise on my background card that I would make a card with every single one. So I did intend it to be different ones, but because I'm not quite sure where that... One leg starts and one leg finishes. This is on the dark bit. Where we go. We'll not overthink it. And you can go over it. You could let that dry and go over it again, or you can, with alcohol, you can, pens, you can go right over again if you want. Just to give the coverage that you want. I'm kind of looking for that silhouette look, but I don't want to lose their basic shape, so I forgot to do his legs. Well, his front legs anyway. Right, so I think we'll leave them at that, do you? It's just giving a different look. It's good because it does, you'll never get the same twice. But I'm rather liking it. So I'm just going to be sticking this to the card front. But what I think I will do is just trim it down very slightly. There is a bird there, but I don't think it's going to show in the picture. I went to great lengths to try and get it in the picture in the other one, and I didn't succeed. If I do succeed with this, then I will colour it in a bold colour. But we'll just... I'm just going to take this down to what my normal layer would be. I'm going to overthink it because the edges won't show anyway. Right, so I'm going to attempt to stick this to my card. So it's going to go on the card front. Oh, this card is not folded properly. It's not, it maybe is, it feels like it's just not quite right. So let's just... No, it's not quite right, is it? Okay. It's just a bit squint. I must have let it slip. Take the blade out the way, Janice. Okay, so I'm just going to butt that on here so that I can... That's a bit tidier than it was. I don't want to have to cut another card. I'm going to glue this on and then put the frame on with dimensionals. And it really is giving a different look. But yeah, I like it though. Right, so I don't know if this glue is going to work, but we'll try. Yay! I've got 4 bits of bottles left on my desk, and I should have a delivery tomorrow with some more glue in it, along with some more Stampin' Up products as well as glue. Didn't order glue, but I had to slide a few other things in too. This new annual catalogue has got so many things in it that I want to have, and obviously can't have everything at once. So yeah, I hope you like what I've done here, and as I say, over the coming days and weeks I will, where are my dimensionals? I will make more cards with the backgrounds we made. Oh look, there's that sheet I was using with the first card ups, if you saw hesitation there. So I'm just going to pop some dimensionals around this frame that will just hold it up a little bit. Now that one will certainly fit on there. I don't know if I maybe need to cut some down. Let's have a look. Will that? Oh, we'll get away with it just. And because I'm using black, they won't be like sticking out like a sore thumb. Another couple on there. I hope you like this kind of fun and giving your imagination a wee whirl. I'm only doing these to start giving you ideas. Obviously, if you want to copy what I've done, fab, that's great. But it might just be enough to inspire you to use other things and do other things with it. Okay, now I just need to try and to get this lined up. So I'm biting my tongue. And I was right, the bird doesn't actually show in this particular card. Now this is much darker. Look on that one. So it gives you a different look whatever background you use. So you can decide what you like. But what I did add just for fun was a wee rabbit and a wee squirrel. Now these are from the In the Grove die set. So we could, I think this time I'll pop this one up on a bit of dimensional, why not? We'll cut this. Well, you can cut it if you know where your snips are, Janice. Here we go. Oh, look, tweezers stuck, tangled up with snips. You know how it goes. I'll just get the backing off this. I'll just put this wee rabbit down here actually, I think, will we? Put him down about there. Peeking out. He's just eating the grass there. And then we've got a wee squirrel. So where would he be? In the trees? Yeah, he's up in the tree. Now, I'm just going to put a wee bit of glue on him because it'd be a bit fiddly trying to cut a oh, you can cut dimensionals even smaller, but he can just be up in the trees up there. purely for fun. Just dab that extra glue off, tidy it up. It's a new phenomenon for me, tidy up. So let's hope when I stand up to switch off that this has actually filmed, because I would have been doing something different with that background had this filmed properly. Obviously you need to put a layer inside. You might want to put a sentiment on. I'll wait until I know who I'm going to send the cards to before I put a sentiment on. So there you have it. Two backgrounds used up now. I think I like this one better, but you let me know. Some people might like the darker version, but see, the more you look at them, the more you see different things, and because there's the texture in the background. So thanks very much. Please subscribe, please press the bell icon if you want to be notified when I'm coming on again, and please let me know if you want to take part in any of my classes. If you send me your email address, I will add you to my mailing list, and then you'll know when I've got classes on, and if you want to take part, you know, you're more than welcome. Okay, over and out. Thanks so much. Bye.